Well, here we go. The final match in Pool D for India at least. They're up against South Africa at the major Janchand Stadium in Lucknow this evening. They've worked their way through the pool very, very diligently so far, India, but they face South Africa this evening. And they've got some great support here at South Africa too. Their fans have travelled long and they're in full voice. Let's check in with the camp now.
Well, it's always fun to sit amongst the fan, and especially if they've travelled from South Africa. I have these fans with me. How's been your outing here in India?
I must say I've really enjoyed it. It's been interesting. I don't think any of us have ever been to a place quite like this before.
And I just want to wonder, where do you get those glasses from?
Well, we've got them just for the Taj Mahal tomorrow.
Well, then he's got them for Taj Mahal, but how does it feel to sit in the crowd like this, supporting South Africa? The entire crowd is for India.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful to be playing India in India, to experience this. It's marvelous.
Are you going to match the fans, the Indian fans, their voices?
We'll make more noise than the Indian fans anytime.
Let's see then. Well, then what's your take for the match today?
It's going to be a tough match. Playing India at home. We're going to do our best, and I hope we can
have fun.
I don't know. Go for a win.
Right, then they will have fun, and so will we. And we'll have the final cheer from South Africa.
Woo! Yeah, go insane!
A wonderful work from Manoj Jolly with the South African fans. They're here and ready to support their team. Very circumspect about the side's chances. They are up against India, who have 2 wins from 2 starts, the only side in the pool who are undefeated. Let's check in with the coaching camps ahead of this really important match in the standings.
Harinder Singh, the Indian coach, different ball game out together. South Africa this time.
Yeah, today we have to decide whom we want to play in the quarterfinal, and that's, I think, this is one of the fantastic game where we can prepare for the quarterfinal, so we can go for the all-out and see how well we are going to do in this tournament.
So that means you've already decided whom to face in the quarterfinals.
Of course, I already said before the tournament, on the last match, India has to decide whom opponents they want, and I think that today we have to decide whom we want to play.
The hockey experts around the world are saying that India looks to be different side, speedy. They're strong. Your take on that?
It's a long process, thanks to the Hockey India, which I think the facility they provided to the players, the Crowdy tribe, who have worked really very hard for I think the scientific advisor about the fitness, and that's why the result is on the pitch. If your scientific advisor is good, your boys work hard, and the fitness is one of the key elements in the world hockey and the modern hockey, and I think the India has worked on that. Thanks to Hockey India, thanks to Crowdy tribe.
Well, you sound so positive. Thanks for your time, Harinder ji. Have a good game.
Thank you. Jai Hind.
Harinder Singh, the man with a plan and the man in charge of the India team. He's up against Gareth Ewing and the South African side, who Manish caught up with a little while ago.
We're with Gareth Ewing, the South African coach. It's always tough to play the host nation in their home ground.
I think it's exciting. It's one of the great experiences in world hockey to come here and play India in India. So we're really looking forward to it.
Well, a lot of coaches have said that India looks like a different side in this tournament. Do you agree with them?
Yeah, they're dynamic. I think their shape is just better, and you know, they really look confident. And it's going to be a big test for us today to see if we can match them.
Well, what's your strategy against these speedy Indians today?
Look, I think we have a bit of speed of our own, but we're going to make sure we keep their counter-attacks to a minimum and hopefully create some of our own.
Well, then good luck for the game, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Great insight from both of the coaches ahead of this match between India and South Africa. Both of the 2 teams' final pool game at the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup, Men Lucknow 2016. And here come the 2 teams, India in their blue strip and South Africa in the green and yellow. We're not too far away from a start. The anthems will be up next, but the teams being welcomed out to the middle of this major Janchand Stadium pitch. Great support in for the home side, India. As we saw earlier, plenty of support trying to level things for South Africa. We welcome Mr. Ram Sakal Gurjar, the Honourable Minister of State, Independent Charge, Sports and Youth Welfare of the Uttar Pradesh government, escorted by Commander R.K. Shrivastava, Executive Director, Hockey India. Here's South Africa's captain, Alex Stewart. And Harjeet Singh, the India captain. We're not far away from the anthems, as mentioned. So we'll look forward to those renditions via India and South Africa. Great scenes here at the Major Dhyan Chand Stadium in Lucknow. The anthems of South Africa and then India. We're not too far away from a start, and it's a great time to welcome, sitting alongside me this evening, Solomon Kasuji. Solomon, it's great as always to have your company. It should be a really interesting start to this one. India favoured, but South Africa haven't been terrible, but they have been slow starters.
They certainly started slowly against India, but I think after that they were pretty fine. They got into their tournament stride quite well. Look at the lineups there. South Africa, Tyson Dungwana, Thailand Kashe, Matthew D'Souza, and Nkobile Ntuli. Number 27, he's one of the standout players for South Africa, coached by Gareth Ewing. Siyavuya Nolochungu, also one of the talented individuals. But, you know, getting back to South Africa over here, they're certainly not off the mark when it comes to the stats. They've pretty much matched India across the board. Circle entries, shots, penalty corners. They've created enough attacking opportunities of their own, and India will have to do some work to beat them tonight. Look at the Indian team there.
Yeah, in a tight huddle. Been well led all week, and in the lead up to this, they understand the importance of it. Vikash Dahiya gets the starting goal. Harmanpreet Singh marshalling things so well out of defence. Brahm and Qureshi and Mandeep Singh to create all sorts of nightmares for South Africa up forwards. Nilakanta Sharma has been terrific as well, charging out of defence and linking between that area and the attack. Well, South Africa are fired up, and that's great to see. It's their last group game, and they can still make the quarterfinals. They've got a chance, but it's a slim one. They need to win by more goals than what England beat Canada by tomorrow. That is assuming that England do beat Canada tomorrow. Or they can beat India by 7 goals and knock India out of the finals. So that's the scenario as we begin this match. We are underway in this Pool D encounter at the Major Dhyan Chand Stadium here in Lucknow. Our umpires this evening, Gabriel Labate and Sharef Alamari. 2 men in charge. South Africa through to Souza, working their way down this near side. Loses the handle and has to leave it for his opposite number, Varun Kumar. A lively start to the tournament. 2 goals for him. They're working now to the skipper, Harjeet. The midfield, Nilakanta Sharma has been lively with Harmanpreet. Now here's Ntuli into the D. India try and go, but it just runs dead. Hazy conditions here at the Major Dhyan Chand Stadium in Lucknow, and India do top this pool. They've been good. 4-0 and 5-3 winners.
Pool D as it stands there, India top of the pool, 7 points. South Africa in second, 4 points. The goal difference of 0. England on 3 points. England still have that 1 game in hand. They've got to play Canada. It's been a cool evening, but a hot start, Will.
Yeah, here comes Parvinder up towards the D. He was looking for Mandeep. It was a really nice turn from Mandeep. They had each other in the headlights, but they just turned in opposite directions and they were unable to combine.
South African defence, they're making sure that they close the inside channel first. Channeling, there's Gareth Ewing, the coach of South Africa, nicknamed Springs from his youth.
Oh, we like that, Springs Ewing. South Africa work it through their skipper Stewarts. It's a really nice ball deep into the corners. Ntuli battling hard, and he's dispossessed very competently by Gurinder. Ntuli though, down through Cock. Runs dead, the long corner.
I like the intensity that South Africa are bringing. They're running the ball at the Indians, asking questions of their defence, which I think is important. Not too many teams have been able to do that to the Indian defence, and I think they might just be found wanting a little bit. We certainly know the attacking prowess and the ability. Harendra Singh there, coach of India. Man that's forever smiling, always happy. Very knowledgeable man, and what a great job he's done with this Indian junior side.
South Africa again through the skipper Stewart. He loses the handle on that, so they turn the ball over. Harjeet keen to get things going, but Harmanpreet, he's another terrifically experienced Indian under-21s players. Dipchand Turkey, vice captain of the side at 18 years of age. They go long, Varun Kumar. There's the aerial option. It's 2 against the goalkeeper. Parvinder unable to bring it down. He got a touch to it, and Mandeep was lurking. It was almost a horror show for Nuluchungu.
It's about a 60-metre aerial ball over the top. The South African defence caught napping. 2 Indian strikers in behind. That just needed to be a fraction narrower on target. I don't even think the goalkeeper was awake to that one.
Nuluchungu does get the start over Robert McKinley. And that was quite a touch from Parvinder. India loving the support they've been receiving here in Lucknow and also around the country. Sumit battling really well. Great strength from him. Great from Nilakanta Sharma as well. Back for Harjeet, the skipper. Now through Harmanpreet. Down this right flank towards the goal, and Parvinder's been involved in just about everything early. Great positioning from him to start this match.
Yeah, they've managed to find him on a number of occasions. The crowd, what an immensely loud and boisterous crowd we've got tonight. Good to see the fans back in supporting Indian hockey again after a bit of a break. We've been to a couple of editions over here, Will. They've been sparse, but definitely not the case at this event.
There's a real atmosphere building around Indian hockey again. Great success of the senior men's team, but this junior team is carving a path for themselves as well, stamping their authority all over the future of the global game. Gurinder looking for Santa Singh, turned over. Lungwana inside. Bowron. All the way back. With Reid. Harassed by Parvinder. Great from Parvinder. It's 2 against 1. He's got man deep. Oh, Jason Reid picks his pocket. Parvinder was unaware of Jason Reid charging back down on him. Maybe almost a little bit too easy on paper for India.
2 great moments of play there. Everything the best on offer. Initially Parvinder with a steal. This one here. Quick counter-attack, but definitely not giving up. Making sure that you get back and put pressure on the ball carrier. As he lifted his stick, presented the ball. Snaffled it away. Got control and exited their 25.
Yeah, that was quite a piece of recovery work from Jason Reid. Ball is never dead. Centre Singh gets a touch on it. Has the side to turn the ball over. Aaron against Sumit. Makale and Dlungwana for South Africa. Here's Makale. Makale into the D for South Africa. It's whipped across the face of goal. Varun Kumar was home for India and needed to be as well. A decent foray into the attacking circle for South Africa early, Solly.
Very much so. Very positive play by South Africa, looking to get that ball into the hot spot. 7-yard box in behind, in front of the goalkeeper. I see just a reminder there that if India top the pool, they'll play against Spain in their quarter-final.
Another aerial ball into the D. Santa Singh, no, Simranjeet rather, who was waiting at the drop of the ball this time around. It worked really well first time, and Varun goes again.
Yeah, they're just looking to make sure that the South African defence pulls off, which will create pockets of space for the midfield to play in. They're looking to stretch them early on. They've definitely done that on a couple of occasions.
And South Africa need to be aware of that as India go back towards the D. Wonderful skill. Makale. Is it Julius? Julius gets an important touch against Ajit Pandey. And South Africa now look to counter. Timely work in defence from Manpreet. Varun's over the ball. Nice to see this great and strong support for the India men's team. Manpreet on the other side, and they come to Sumit. A nice skill from Sumit. Varun Kumar has room to work with into the attacking quarter. Down around this outer side of the D, they go into the circle. Numbers with South Africa. Wonderful work from Pandey. And it'll be a long corner. Great persistence, and it's with Sumit. Ajit Pandey alive to the opportunity, and Harmanpreet plays it back.
Another good attacking moment. South Africa doing well initially to keep them to the outside. Just getting past the left foot. India come again.
Yeah, Julius with the touch. Really good persistence from Vikramjeet. Runstead. They're looking lively, India. They were 4-0 winners in their opening game, 5-3 against England. Conceded a couple of late goals, but the start's been a bright one.
Very bright one indeed. 5 circle entries already. Balanced both sides of the field. 3 on the right, 2 on the left. They're attacking, making full use of the width of the pitch. Makes it very difficult for that South African defence. And that's something they're going to have to be better at, is cutting the field in half and making sure that India stick to one side. Not giving them both sides of the field, or else it'll be a long day for them.
It's really accomplished work from Harmanpreet in defence. It'll be pleasing, those supporters braving the chilly conditions here in Lucknow. Almost 10 minutes played in the opening half, under the format of 2 halves of 35 minutes here at this tournament. India looking to top their pool. A win will do it, and they go to play Spain in the quarterfinals. That won't be an easy game though. Spain have developed really well in their pool stages of this tournament. Quite pesky, never going away and giving up on any contest that they're in. India looking at through defence. Here's Harjeet under the watchful eye of the opposing captain Alex Stewart. Ajit Pandey looks to smash it in. Alain Cachet wins the ball for South Africa. South Africa were 3-0 down within 11 minutes in their opening game against England. They conceded the first goal against Canada as well before winning 3-1. They look to go with the aerial ball themselves. Well defended by India. Well, they've got through the first 10 minutes without conceding, Solly. Have you enjoyed the way they've settled into things as they keep having to defend against this Indian attack?
I think they've done pretty well so far, but they're beginning to get exposed a little bit just by marking behind India with a bright attack.
Yeah, Harjeet with the shot, and Harjeet opens the scoring for India. The captain salutes, and India lead 1-0. We were talking about their attacking prowess here, India. And Harjeet gets his name up in lights on the score sheet.
That's what you get, the Australian putting the knockers on the South African again. Thanks, Will, for talking about that. Just how well they were defending, put the knockers on the boys. They got beaten around the baseline here. Ball delivered inside. The help side defence had come across and gotten very narrow while inside the penalty spot, which left the right-hand side of the pitch exposed. Great goal for India. Good start. Been very bright.
There's some finish from Harjeet. And India, we're enjoying those replays. Work their way back towards the D. Harjeet Singh, captain of this team, has been for some years and is a capped senior representative as well. One of these stars emerging through the junior ranks under the watchful eye of Harendra Singh and co. And here's Harmanpreet, just settling it down, India. They've been patient throughout. Arun Kumar getting involved. And heavy contact on that outer side between Alex Stewart and Manpreet. Just settle things down. Ryan Crowe, you can see there for South Africa with the headband. India all the way back.
India here just making really good use of the depth, stretching the game. They've advanced up the pitch, but they're using the depth between their fullbacks in the midfield to try and suck the South Africans out. They're getting just enough pockets of spaces.
Harjeet flashes it across the deep. Nothing doing.
The key for the South African defenders, that they're going to have to step up and mark in front. This ball coming in, but raised. Oh, not moving, not having moved 5. So with a free hit before it can be played into the circle, it has to move 5. Tight call, but open to interpretation.
Yeah, one of the great things about this sport is always open to interpretation and always looking to innovate as well. One of the world's best sports for trying to keep it exciting for the fans and also the players. Here's Harjeet's goal, flush contact, nobody at home for South Africa. Harjeet salutes to the crowd. He leads this side so diligently. They love playing underneath him. He salutes with the opener here this evening. He's on the ball again, Harjeet. Loves the responsibility.
That's one of the key things about defending in those situations. Your goalkeeper has to cover his near post, which is on the ball side. This ball gets crashed in again.
Primary deflection from Lion Cachet. India will come again. Nilakanta Sharma. A little bit of space for him. And it's wide.
Just getting back to what we're talking about there, Will. Goalkeeper covering his near post, which is on the ball side, and is heavily reliant that his help side defenders have got the discipline to stay with their men and not leave guys unmarked. In that case, you saw when the ball was played into the middle of the circle, there were about 4 or 5 South African defenders not marking any Indians. And Harjeet left unmarked at the far post, but again, India finding space and carrying forward strongly.
Yeah, Armin Qureshi, he's got plenty of space. He loses his footing, but still has the composure and balance and strength to take the shot. Wasn't a terrible one either. Armin Qureshi, they just cannot control him at the moment. Alex Stewart lends a hand, and South Africa repelled just for the time being. Wonderful work from Qureshi. Remke was right there with him. Qureshi falling over, still gets the shot away and makes Nolat Shungu deal with it.
It does well to get a shot on target. Spinning, just rolled on the defender. Defenders overshot him a little bit. The key for South Africa, again, is just control the ball. You can't allow cheap turnovers, especially when you're in counter-attacking mode. India, 11 circle entries after just 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's brutal for South Africa to have to defend. Absolutely brutal. India attacking at will, but also defending strongly. It's this patience that they've showed, and awareness just to work it around. Vikramjit on this occasion, going for Manpreet. Ryan Crowe breaks it up and wins the ball for South Africa, and they just can't get things going through this middle of the pitch.
Yeah, of those 11 circle entries, well, I'd like to know exactly how many of them have come off the back of a turnover, a South African turnover, and then an Indian counter-attack. I think you'll find that number quite high, and that's where South Africa are going to have to control it. Their build-up's going to have to be a little bit more patient. Create phases of play, get the foot, get the free hit, build again, and just try and take the pace out of the game. If you want to try and play India at this pace, you will die.
It'll be a long 70 minutes. Here's Harjeet. Back for Harmanpreet. I expect to hear these names combining for the next decade or so within Indian hockey. Already so experienced. They've been worked through the senior team already. Getting a taste of action. And so confident at this level. So South Africa maybe a chance. Latuka going well. They're into the D. Faf shoots on goal. It's handled well by Dahia. Long corner for South Africa. Walter Faf has been good throughout the tournament. Provided some great highlights with an individual effort in their last game, and almost here in this one.
We'll have another look at this now. Another really good attacking moment for South Africa. Good ball in, but he just couldn't control this ball. He ran too deep into the circle. Found himself too close to the baseline. Couldn't get a good enough angle on it. Easy as pie for the goalkeeper.
South Africa look to get another opportunity straight off the back of that. But as always, the counter for India is always on the cards. Simranjeet, nice turn. Now down to Vikramjit, working his way to the top of the D. Goes back for Simranjeet. India are building beautifully once more. They've won themselves a penalty corner. Plenty for the fans to cheer about here from an Indian perspective. The build-up was beautiful, as we've come to expect from India in the tournament.
Yeah, there we go. Ball just not able to be controlled. Penalty corner off the foot. The crowds love it.
He says to his fellow man, get up off your seat. That is worth standing for. Simranjeet with some nice work, and then followed it up towards the D. Nolat Shungu needs to be good here.
In the lead up to that, Will, there was the transfer. The ball went out to the left and transferred into the centre. That's what South Africa's going to have to cut out. Keep the ball on one side of the field. India with a penalty corner.
Harmanpreet shoots, and it's well handled by Nolat Shungu. Good connection from Harmanpreet. It was high and to the right, and Nolat Shungu dealt with it beautifully.
An excellent bit of goalkeeping here by Nolat Shungu. I think he came off his line just enough and closed the space, closed the angles pretty well. Waited for the ball to come onto him, and then just an easy save off to his right. Ball was coming at some pace, though.
Yeah, strong work from Harmanpreet. India now 3 for 14 from penalty corners in this tournament. It's an area identified as a strength, certainly with Harmanpreet and Varun working. Just struggling a little bit at times to get it going. Harmanpreet, through persistence though, no doubt will find the goals. Here's Nilakanta Sharma, takes on a few, plays it into D'Souza, who handles it well. Now with Faf, goes back for D'Souza. Down here for Makale. Makale has his pocket pick from Harmanpreet, and Faf doesn't give up on the ball. There is a card, and it's going the way of Walter Faf, who's been given a green card.
Now have another look at this PC. Really, really good save by the goalkeeper. He's come off his line, closed that angle really well. Really got to his right-hand side, nice and strong. He was well set, very stationary. And that's what allowed him to make that save.
With the stick as well, Nolat Shungu is certainly alive to the challenge. Here's Glungwana. And there is Varun Kumar. He's having a terrific tournament. It's this speed out of defence that catches opposition sides. Not necessarily napping, but by surprise. Sometimes they just can't quite believe how India can turn on their heels and take off. And strong work from the crowd. With the bicep curl going there.
Strong fist bump. Loving the effort that the Indian junior boys are putting in.
Absolutely the case. D'Souza has cleaned up Harjeet in midfield.
That's an absolute shocker. Really, really silly. His team couldn't afford that. You'll see this yet. If ever, there was no subtlety in that one.
South Africa are down to 9 players as well, Solly. Maybe there was something off the ball that we've missed, but D'Souza, usually a very fair player. Harjeet as well, as fair as they come.
No, I think it was just both guys going for a ball. So D'Souza found himself just a fraction behind the play, and then forgot he was playing hockey and took on the national sport rugby.
So down to 9 men, South Africa against India's 11 for the time being.
Here's the key stat: possession 60% to India, 40% South Africa. But of that, 77% in the South African half. South Africans just need to build phases, slow the game down, get themselves back into it. I like what they're doing. They're creating a lot of stretch, asking questions, not allowing the Indian press to really settle them in. They've created some good attacking moments, but just not enough.
This Indian defensive setup is really strong. Varun, Harmanpreet, Dikshan Turkey, in feeding Harjeet and Nilakanta Sharma.
That's the ball I'd like to see cut out, that ball into the centre of the field. You cannot allow India to distribute from centre half.
Look what happens. They're into the deep.
They will open you up every day of the week. Once they're on the outside, you've got to lock that ball in, cut all the passes back to the centre mid. If they are going to transfer, make them transfer from the fullbacks. At least you get your men behind the ball and present a bigger object. But here comes South Africa.
Yeah, Ryan Crowe into the D. He has support on the far post. Varun Kumar needed to be good and was. And now Harjeet is released. There is space to work with. He goes for Santa Singh. That was a really important touch from Tyler Remke. And Remke now has Crowe down the line. So South Africa with a chance. Remke holds it a while and now goes for Crowe. Crowe dribbling it towards the D. He hasn't too late. Outside, Crowe just takes them all on, puts it on his shoulders and loses out eventually.
Again, that's the sort of turnover you don't want to concede. You've got the ball up in that area. 3 strikers up against the entire Indian defence. You've got 5 or 6 of your players back in your own half. You're not going to win that battle. Slow it down. Take your time. It's your free hit. Get your numbers up. Compact. Play good structured hockey. Here we go. Ryan Crowe. Ball comes into him. This is where I think he should have gone past the left foot of that defender instead of pulling to his weak side. Dikshan Turkey shepherding him well to the baseline, got him into all sorts of trouble there. If you want to attack the defender's left foot from there, get the ball up in the air, stand him up, use the 3D skills, not allow him to go flat. Easy to create penalty corners if you do that.
Terrific insight. The inner workings of the game from Solomon Kasuji, former South Africa international. Remke down the line. Great work from Ntule, shielded the ball, and now he's off towards the D. He's just about their best attacker out there, and he calls for the penalty corner. Nothing doing on this occasion. Ntule gets busy. Again, takes the ball into the D. He's up against Nilakanta Sharma. A great tournament, using his terrific speed and stamina through the midfield, linking well between the defence and the strikers. And Remke, who's over the ball, has been really strong of late, reading the play well and breaking things up. Here's Lion Cachet. Harmanpreet dealt with that well. Here's Sumit. Sumit holds it quite well, goes outside for Arman Qureshi. Qureshi around the outer side. Not Courtney Harlow and out of play.
Just want to see the South African guys be a little bit smarter. That initial free hit they had in the attacking 25, ball came out from position inside the left channel, and the second pass went straight back in, and that's where all the defence is. We've got to try and open the game up and go to the open side of the pitch a bit more. Defensive numbers on the ball side, get it to the open side.
Here's Harmanpreet. India looking to top their pool and regress through to the quarterfinals to face Spain. South Africa, they need to beat India by more than England beat Canada by, if they do win tomorrow. As India look for another goal, well handled by Vikramjeet. And he paddles it and it's out of play. The other scenario, Solly, is that South Africa beat India by 7 goals or more. That one's there too.
That isn't another option. Not exactly likely, I'd say.
You're not giving them too much of a chance, but Look, it's there. They've got 70 minutes of hockey, but only 10 3/4 remaining in this first half. Armin Qureshi battling well. Some strong work from Courtney Harley, or Jason Reed rather.
I tell you what, if we had a spare 20 lying around, Will, you'd take the odds on that one, wouldn't you?
Well, I've been unable to draw cash for a couple of days. We've been glued to this hockey. Among other things, here's Remke. Oh, nice work from Ntule. He wants to get things going off his own bat. Lion Cachet, one of the physical beasts in this side, goes for Koch. Koch can't keep it in, and it's with Gorinda.
An excellent bit of reverse pressing initially there for South Africa to get that ball back by Ntuli. India just confident out of the back. Really good play. Just not quite accurate enough. Manpreet not able to get on that one.
And they need to come and support down here. Ryan Crow's into the D. But India, you can see the number of blue shirts just forming a wall, drifting back and protecting their goalkeeper.
See, with that initial attack, South Africa, when Ryan Crow decided to have a go, only 4 South African strikers up ahead, but almost a really good intercept. They're so wary of that quick Indian counter-attack. They're keeping 5 or 6 back. That's blunting their ability to attack. They've got to step up as a unit and attack.
There's Stewart. Knocked down by India. Sumit. Outside ball, Gorinda. Now Harjeet, it's just got a little bit too big on him.
The key to that stepping up and attacking as a unit is exactly, you're giving India exactly what they want, which is that space between the 2 lines. When you attack with 4 and leave 6 back, there's a little bit of a gap in between. That's exactly what India will exploit when they launch their counter-attack. If you step up as a unit, you don't allow them to find those short passes into that midfield space. So you ask a few more questions of the guys distributing out of the back. Might just keep the ball in that area a bit longer.
South Africa looking for goal number 1. Remke battling really hard. There are 3 of them that go towards him, and South Africa have won a penalty corner. Remke pumps his fist in the air. He's had a lively 10 minutes. And a deserved penalty corner.
Good phase of attacking play here, nice and strong. About 7 or 8 stick tackles there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, half the amount, but equally enough. If only you got 1 penalty corner for each infringement.
That's a novel suggestion. It would certainly change the shape of the game. Vikash Dahiya in goal for India. Lion Cachet, Ryan Crow poised at the top of the D. Crow at the first, Lion Cachet at the second. Injected in, Lion Cachet shoots and scores a level. Lion Cachet loves it, and they go towards the king of the jungle. 1-1 is the score, and India no longer lead this one. Lion Cachet kisses through the skies. Wonderful work from South Africa at the penalty corner.
Big strong lad, he's got some guns, this fella. Gets hold of this one. Really good deception, last minute, rips it across to the left. Not much the goalkeeper could have done about that one, but what was good about this is this penalty corner battery got in between the number 1 and 2 runner, and that's exploited the space. I think the goalkeeper would have been unsighted by the number 1 runner. Yeah, he was, just a fraction. Unsighted by Sumit. What a specimen of an athlete that boy is. Got some guns.
He's a real beast. They're well trained, the South Africans. Even when their hearts and their hands are on their hearts during the anthem. D'Souza's another one who's not shy of taking advantage of the gymnasium. As Varun goes to Manpreet. Down the line India go. They're looking for the lead again. Gurjant smashes it towards the D. Well handled by Jason Reed. Here's this. Let's say the skipper. It's actually Bowron. Manpreet from the sideline scoops it over the top. Nilakanta Sharma has got free. Has the ball, they play it down through Simranjeet. No, then the other, keeping busy. Here's Varun. Kumar down into the right corner. Manpreet into the D. Again, well handled by South Africa's defence. Manpreet has it. Slapped across the D, bouncing ball, well handled. Sharma looks to shoot. South Africa are able to hold on. It was a bouncing, lively ball. They held their nerve.
Yeah, some really composed defending. Nobody really lost the plot here. Ball crashed in. Initially, really good first touch here by Nilakanta Sharma to knock that ball into space. And then there comes the free hit, Lion Cachet.
And you have a head of steam into the D. Santa Singh almost controlled it first time. They remain in possession, India. Manpreet has it. Pass to Souza, to Simranjeet. Top of the D, Vikramjeet. Back to Manpreet. Down towards Santa Singh. Nice turn from him. South Africa are under siege no sooner than they level. They have to keep themselves in it.
But again, coming under siege because they're turning that ball over from an outlet position. They're coming out of their defensive area into the defensive midfield zone and then turning it over there. You want to get that ball, make sure you take no risk in that area up against the side like India. No risk in that area, play to the sides, get the ball further up the field, and then you can start taking a few more risks.
Tule working hard, and Tule into the deep for South Africa. The shot comes, and it was wide from Koch. He knew he had a moment.
We'll have a look at the goal again from South Africa. Here's the penalty corner. Last minute, he just whips himself around, does Lion Cachet. Gets it up, really flings it at the goal. Just a fraction off the floor, about 4 or 5 inches up. Very difficult for the goalkeeper because he's got to decide if he wants to go low, but just high enough to get over his kicker if he got his kicker there. Not impossible to save in that space if you get enough heat on it.
Lion Cachet scored 10 goals and 9 of those from penalty corners during the 2016 Junior African Cup. Has 2 in the tournament. Opened his account against Canada in their second game. Nice work from India. Simranjeet deep in the corner, goes to Gurjant. South Africa's numbers arrive. And play it back for Varun. Basic touch, but India still looking to go into the D. In they come. Gurjant with the ball, and Gurjant shoots. It's whipped across the face of goal. Arman Qureshi unable to get a touch to it.
Some really good defence initially to keep India locked in on that left-hand side of the field, but the minute they let them come to the centre again, this ball exposed them. Defending behind, and that's just flashed past the goalkeeper's left post. Lucky to get away with that, South Africa.
3 minutes remain in the opening half, and the crowd are whipping into full voice. Chants of India. India ring around the major Janchand Stadium in Lucknow. Too late. Puts the ball back. Is he going to get a card for smashing it away? He is. Toule's not too thrilled about it, but the card was there.
Very passionate player, the young lad. Sometimes gets the better of him just a little bit.
One of the real talents of this side, though, Solly. It's a prolific goal scorer. They'd love him to start finding the front of the net.
Very much so. I'd just like to see him balance, control himself a little bit more, use the energy in a better way, get the right outcomes for his team on the pitch. Ball nearly gets over the top. India defend well.
Well, it is quite the crowd here supporting India as well as South Africa. And let's head down to our man in the stands, Manish Jolly.
Amidst India, it's South Africa as well. We've got some fans with us. Aren't you delighted with that equalizer?
Yes, we're very excited. We're in the game, and Africans never give up, so we're very happy.
And then what do you think about the game now? Is South Africa going to pull this out?
You know what, I always believe in our boys. I reckon if they put their hearts to it, they've got this. But we'll see. I guess time will tell.
And we'll go back to the commentary. The South Africans are very optimistic, but then Indians are on the attack.
Thank you, Manish. And just to get an insight into the South African friends and family, here's the penalty corner. Off D'Souza's stick and into his shin. So a great chance for India deep in this opening half. Harmanpreet and Varun Kumar again at the top of the batteries. Harmanpreet at 1, Varun at 2. Harmanpreet, oh, they've lost it. Harjeet looking for Harmanpreet a second time round. It's handled well by Harley, and South Africa are away. Ryan Crowe, and he plays it through the midfield and behind D'Souza.
Here we go. PC just not trapped. Ball bobbled again that side of the field. Circle to the right of our commentary box, proving to be a problem for some teams. South Africa had a good opportunity to counter-attack, just couldn't connect.
20 seconds remain. Is there time still for India to get the go-ahead goal? Varun Kumar looking for options. He plays it back for Harjeet. Harjeet eyes darting towards the D. Crowe with a wonderful assured touch. Here's Ntule. Fewer than 10 seconds remain, and Koch has a chance here. Dipchan Turkey and Harmanpreet blanket him as they charge back to save that moment for India. An enthralling opening half between the two sides, India and South Africa, here in this Pool D encounter of the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016. India took the lead early on, but Lion Cachet levelled things for South Africa. And at the main break, it is India 1, South Africa 1.
fantastic game.
I tell you what, the South African fans are enjoying to the hilt here. They are just having fun in this game. I have with me a special fan. You've tasted the Indian food?
Oh, delicious, yes. Curry, curry, curry.
And spicy, spicy, spicy. So is the game.
Spicy, yes.
So is the game.
Oh, yeah, no, very good game.
How do you rate the chances of South Africa now?
Little bit. Little bit. Better
Still
than I
doubtful.
thought.
Are you still doubtful with the South African chances?
Yeah, we're working very hard. If we can keep up the pace, we've got a chance. But
And how do you find the Indian food?
Fantastic. We're from a lot of us are from Durban, okay, and they've got a lot of curry, and the curry's great, yeah.
I tell you what, the chef hasn't made the food spicy for them, but there's something which is louder than the cheer. What is it?
Well, let's hope they're not blowing those horns a little bit too early. Thank you to Manish Jolly in the stand. South Africa 1, India 1. Caroline Cachet from a penalty corner and Harjeet Singh opening scoring for India. And South Africa trailed 1-0 against Canada in their last game and went on to win that one 3-1. So I wonder if they're banking on that being a slight omen here in this one this evening. Highlights from the opening half. Varun Kumar's hopeful ball almost got things going. Parvinder was there, Mandeep as well. Really opportunistic work from them. It was a nice touch from Parvinder. Nolat Shungu was caught on his heels. India really did start brightly. Gurjant working his way around into the deep. Nolat Shungu out of his goal, and Harjeet had the entire goal mouth to work with, and he made absolutely no mistake. Harjeet Singh, the captain of India, put them 1-0 to the good. Gurjant with a nice turn. Great control from him, good strength, and then crossing it out to Harjeet, who buried the opener in this match to give India the 1-0 lead. They were lining up at the top of the deep. You can see Vikramjit there as well, and Arman Qureshi, knowing that he'll get out of his captain's way, just let him put it past Jason Reed. Wonderful finish, and Nolat Shungu just had to watch as the ball sailed through. Harjeet salutes to the fans. Arman Qureshi was charging down into the deep, falling over, still got the shot away. Terrific persistence from Arman Qureshi. But given the lack of balance at that point, unable to get too much more on it. Nolat Shungu boots it away. South Africa were able to manufacture a couple of chances. Walter Pfaff is dangerous down this left flank. We saw a highlight from him in the second game, an individual goal of brilliance, and on this occasion, space was closed down, he was pushed towards the deep. Here's Harmanpreet's penalty corner, and it was saved expertly by Nolat Shungu. Harjeet got plenty on, Harmanpreet rather got plenty on it. Look at that stick save from Nolat Shungu. And here's Lion Cachet levelling the scores for South Africa. He's a beast of a young man, here's Lion Cachet, and he got all of that bulk behind this ball. Beats Vikash Dahia on that right post. Lion Cachet gets himself set. That deception Solly was talking about at the last moment, just whipped it to Vikash's right. Just clatters into the boards. South Africa 1, India 1. Lion Cachet, loved that one. Gurjant almost giving Qureshi the tap in. Qureshi not quite able to get contact to it. India did keep going, looking for that go-ahead goal once more. This one just across the face. So at half-time, India 1, South Africa 1. And that is how we see proceedings here after 35 minutes of play. India dominated proceedings in terms of possession in their last game against England. Slightly smaller amount of possession here against South Africa, but still dominating. 57 to South Africa's 43. And look at the circle entries, 19 India to South Africa 9. And it took a while for them to start to get a few of their own in that opening half, did it, South Africa? Fans enjoying India's work here at the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016. And the second half is underway. India in the blue shirts and South Africa in the green and yellow. India 1, South Africa 1. Sully, the scores are level. You feel that that's a fair reflection of the way that first half panned out?
I think we'd all have to agree that India were probably the better side in the first half, creating more of the opportunities. But the important thing for the South Africans, of the 19 circle entries, only 4 shots at goal. And that's the telling stat at the moment, whereas from their 9, they've had 3 shots at goal. So all square in the number of shots. India will have to convert more of their attacking circle entries into either penalty corners or shots at goal. I'd say it's probably going to be penalty corners because South African defence is flooding back and doing a great job of applying pressure. What they're doing is they're forcing the Indians to make rash decisions inside that attacking circle, not letting them get set and come into the circle in a balanced position and find themselves sitting on a far post waiting for a tap in. And that's where the errors are coming out from India.
Allowed to pass through to Dipshan Turkey. Sumit with time to regather. Sumit plays it for Nilakanta Sharma again. India building well. Nilakanta's pace is real. Mandeep gets a touch. Mandeep persists. They lose possession of the ball. Jason Reed helped the knock and in the ball.
Here we go, another dangerous moment. South Africa, this is what they're doing. Swarming well. South Africa come out on the left-hand side. Controlling the ball. Just turning it over cheaply, though.
Yeah. Sumit. Sumit needs to bring the ball back. Harmanpreet. Open his account this evening. It's a wonderful shot from the penalty corner earlier, saved by Nulit Shungu, South Africa's goalkeeper, who gets the start this evening ahead of Robert McKinlay. India turn the ball over. It'll be Courtney Harlers from the sideline. The University of Johannesburg players for South Africa. Everybody getting involved in the stands here at the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016. Some of the Dutch fans enjoying the celebrations with India's supporters. Here's D'Souza for South Africa. It's a wonderful ball for Crow. Well, he goes to cross it for Nulit Shungu. Or Delungwana, rather. Shungu's all the way down the other end of the pitch.
Nice attacking move down the left-hand side. They get in behind the defence. Just not able to connect on the inside. India keeping numbers, acting as screens so as that ball's played in. They'll just sweep up. Great attacking move. South African players.
Back through line cachet. Into the centre. Well done by Harjeet. Bowen's battling really hard. Thought he'd won himself the ball. Harjeet has it. Goes for Sharma. Timely touch from Harlot. Just making sure of things. D'Souza. Through the skipper, Stewart. Dipshan to win the ball for India. Vice captain of the side, Dipshan Turkey, hailing from the hockey hotbed of Odisha. He's signed by Kalinga Arts' franchise in the Coal India Hockey India League 2016. $31,000 US. And Africa thwarted again by India. Narayan lays it back. They need to be careful of those moments. South Africa getting in their faces early here in the second half. Sumit picked up by D'Souza. comes a Sharma. There's a real live wire through the middle. And then Kumar, a couple of goals to his name. India down now around that outer side. Vikramjit into the deep. Warren involved in India again to save from Knowledge Shungu. Bounces out for Dulungwana. Ryan Crowe needs to keep it in. Does so. Way down the line. A little bit scrappy at the moment from both sides as they regain their sea legs here to start the second. Alex Stewart, surrounded by blue shirts, takes it off the pitch. Dulungwana taps it back.
Have another look at this attack. Just getting overrun a little bit. D'Souza, the ball played in. And goalkeeper equal to the task. Chungu, he's had a great day today in the net. His team needs him to continue in that form.
Yeah, it's turned over by South Africa. And then Creed is wary to it. Vikramjit moves it to Harley's foot and just leave it behind. It's a great crowd here in Lucknow. Let's head to Manish Jolly, who's in amongst the action as always.
And then while backing of the South African fans, but look at the Indian fans. They've flown all the way from England. That's Pinda with us. Buppy at the back. How are you enjoying the game?
Very good. It's an excellent game of hockey.
And what takes you all around the world? You travel around the world to watch hockey?
It's a passion. Hockey. Hockey is our life.
What about you?
Same thing. Hockey in the blood. We always travel to watch India hockey.
And you watch all the international games, the World Cups and the Champion Trophy?
Yes, all over the world.
Right, then if you've traveled all over the world, show the world how you cheer for India. India! India! India!
A superb start in India. They're into the D. They're hearing the crowd cheer for them. Thank you to Manish Jolly. Is that contact book from Manish is growing every time he heads into that crowd. He's unearthing all sorts of terrific stories. Walter Pfaff runs it through the midfield. Pfaff tries darting inside for Latuka. India win the ball back.
It's really good defending by India. They're just waiting for South Africa to make the play. Not really overcommitting on the tackles. If they do, snaffle on the ball as they try and go past them on the left or right. And they knock the ball into space. Just use their body to shield the oncoming attacker.
Barron transfers to Dipshan. Outer side of this major Janchand Stadium pitch. Harjeet didn't quite take it on the first bite, and Walter Pfaff was there. Back through Barron. Line Cachet, long probing ball. Latuka looked to look it towards the goal. Didn't get much on it. There's Makale. He got some part to play in South Africa taking the lead here in this one. 2 shots on target for South Africa, 3 for India. Just trying to ensure the opposition has no clean break on goal at the moment. The real arm wrestle to start the second.
South Africa making more of a fist of it. Seems like they've also spotted what we did. Definitely stepping up and closing that centre midfield position a lot more. India being forced to play just a little bit longer or transfer around the back four. They can't create from as high up in the field as they were earlier. It's paying dividends for the South Africans. Just see how long they can keep this discipline.
Harjeet, it's broken up again by South Africa, so they're reading India quite well at the moment. Rodney Harley, now Walter Pfaff. Well done from Ajit Pandey for India. Plays it for Harmanpreet. Have to go all the way back. And Santa Singh. Down through Gurjant for India. Now a little bit of space for the Indian side. Gurjant crosses it to the top of the D. Lillikanta Sharma working it out towards the goal. Didn't get too much on it. Ajit Pandey was there and Nolat Shungu had his hands full for a moment. Into the D, India again go. Lungwana for South Africa clears the ball.
Really good ball played into the centre, just overrun by the South Africans. Allowed the shot, but again, taking a rush decision, not quite hitting it. Flush, he's hit that into the pitch and it's bounced up. Easy save for the goalkeeper.
He has been good, as you mentioned before, Solly. Comes in for his first start of the tournament. And he's seen India attacking with vigour. 23 times India have entered into that attacking D in front of Nolat Shungu. Got a bully. Not suggesting Gurinder or Ryan Crowe are indeed bullies, but bully to restart the game.
Good sportsmanship. India had possession, but we'll just give it back to them.
Well done from Koch. Wins possession. Ryan Crowe's the lone attacker there in support of Koch at the time. Now the cavalry arrives. Lungwana protecting the ball well, plays it into the D. Santa Singh ends up with it after some nice work from Nilakanta Sharma. Hyundai goes for Harjeet, plays it into Ryan Julius. Harjeet looking for runners. He has Nilakanta Sharma. Ryan Cachet playing hard with Ajit Pandey, and Ryan Cachet wins out.
Made good use of his height as Lion Cachet comes straight over the top of Ajit Pandey. Win that possession, get the free hit.
And India conceded late goals against England the other night. Ended up winning 5-3. They'd be keen to ensure South Africa don't get more than the one that they have at the moment. It was a nice piece of work from Dulungwana through the midfield. Koch, who's having a bright start to the second half, is there at the top of the D.
Indian spectators just a little bit more subdued. Not quite as vociferous as they were earlier on. South Africa really matching India at the moment. Going to be a real arm wrestle.
Julius for South Africa. Nice turn and good skill. Up against Vikramjeet. Julius butters up really nicely. South Africa with a spring in their step. Comes Barron. Ryan Cachet. Courtney Harler loses the handle. And the good work ends for South Africa. Wholesale changes, rolling substitutes as always in the sport of hockey. Extremely fit athletes run themselves into the ground. Arun Kumar. Gurinder. It's this mid-stages of the second half. Remains 1-1. Some ball skill. Jaws, South Africa come away with the ball, and Tule looking for Crowe. Arun wins possession. Again though, both sides a little bit rushed, taking their eye off proceedings and turning the ball over.
One thing I've noticed about Crowe, he keeps finding himself on the wrong side of the defender. He needs to work just that fraction harder to get in front. Every time his support players look to feed him the ball, he's behind the defender, so he just jumps in front, plays on the shoulder of that defender. He'll be able to receive and roll. Be a lot more deadly, but India
into the D, no support. On that occasion, Mandeep was near the goal and he's come to fetch the ball and win India a penalty corner. Reid will argue with the umpire, there's no use doing that. It is a penalty corner for India, and it was some great work from Mandeep. He was right in front of the goal and then worked back to fetch this ball.
Good tackle back by Mandeep, played onto the foot. You could see the first time they came into the circle as well, they were looking for the foot, so it's clearly an instruction from the half-time. Get returns from your circle entries, make use of the weapons. Harmanpreet stepping up at the top. This is Varun.
Yeah, tried and tested combination. Harmanpreet's had a couple of bites at it, and then that missed trap before cost them a clean shot on goal. And Harmanpreet and Varun with a couple of goals to their name so far in the tournament. Do India have a lead on the end of their stick again? A missed trap, and Nilakanta Sharma's shot is saved by Nolat Shungu. Unfortunately, Harmanpreet's unable to take the shot on goal. Nilakanta Sharma doing some good work, trying to get them the go-ahead goal, but Harmanpreet would be keen for some better service.
They're letting themselves down again with the missed trap at the top. Not quite able to get onto it. Let's have another look. Here we go. Ball just comes out really hot. Shot on target. Interested to have another look at that in ultra slow-mo if we've got it. I think there's some obstruction running in the heart of the circle. Yeah, good attacking opportunity for South Africa.
Yeah, into the D, Ryan Crowe. He's scored a goal in each of their previous 2 games. They've got some attacking weapons, South Africa, and India will be aware that they have the potential to burn them on the counter. Harmanpreet marshalling things in defence for India. Hugely powerful young man, Harmanpreet. Travelled to Rio with the senior team and played for them at the Olympic Games. Here's Vikramjit up against Julius. And Julius for South Africa. Known as Juju. Courtney Howler there in support. Mandeep thought he was away. Arendra Singh, India's coach, and Roland Holtman's a manager with the under-21 side, as well as coach of the India senior men's team. Great opportunity for the young men of the under-21 side to feed off their experience. India towards the D again they go. Lungwana, the strong man, set himself well. Arvinder up for Armand Qureshi. Lungwana just drops the head, sets the shoulders, wins the ball for India. There's Springs Ewing.
Shakes his head, wondering what more he has to do.
South Africa looking for the win. Now, a win wouldn't guarantee South Africa progression through to the quarterfinals. They need to beat India by, well, they either need to win and then England lose against Canada tomorrow, or they need to win and win by more goals than England beat Canada by. Or the other alternative is to beat India by 7 goals or more. That's looking hugely unlikely. I know you were a fan of that route earlier on, Solly. It's ticking away.
Maybe the odds will. He didn't accept.
But there's always somebody to offer better ones. That's what I've found. And I've been stung by you before. The Bank of Solomon Kasuji. India playing it through defence. Varun Kumar. Now with Dipshan Turkey. And Varun. Cool conditions here in Lucknow. You can see the haze and the fog setting in. Been a feature of this tournament so far. So too has been outstanding hockey throughout every single encounter we've seen. And India are looking for the go-ahead goal. Mandeep Singh deep in the corners, working it towards the D. Courtney Howler trying to get things there for South Africa. Mandeep, danger player for India. Long corner. And still India persist, looking for their second here this evening. They're in prime position to top this pool and go through to the quarterfinals, where they'll likely meet Spain if they do. Dipshan Turkey over to Varun Kumar. India turn the ball over. Well, let's have a look at both of the goals here in this game. Harjeet Singh here, Solly, with some great work.
Yep, being left unmarked on the far side of the circle. Ball bobbled through and he finished it well. This was class. Tremendous penalty corner. Memories of India come forward again. We'll get back to that, Will.
We'll have a look at the levelling goal. India searching for the win. Harjeet into the D, well controlled by Mandeep. The shot comes from Mandeep, and Mandeep Singh delivers every time he's called upon. He runs towards the fans here in Lucknow. Mandeep Singh has put India 2-1 to the good. Just young shoulders Mandeep Singh possesses, but you can put a fair bit on them.
It's absolutely heartbreaking for the South African side. They've worked tirelessly so far, but just left Mandeep Singh with too much time and space to receive clean. You can't allow that. And he kills them. Really good strike. Just makes good use of his body to shield. Takes the defender one way, then comes back. Goalkeeper slightly unsighted until the last moment. Not much he could have done here. It's a tremendous shot by Mandeep. India, you'd have to say, justifiably take the lead in the game. They deserve it. But something the South Africans have done really well is limited those Indian circle entries. They started the half on 19. They've now got 25. So in 20 minutes, they've only managed to get 6 circle entries. South Africans have done well so far, but one of those 6 has given Mandeep a chance.
Doesn't need much room, does he? Trapped the ball really, really well at the top of the D. Spun around, buried the goal. Man of the match in the last 2 matches that India have played, the 2 most recent. South Africa now, though, looking for the level of D'Souza with some nice work down that left flank. Team manager of this under-21 side, Roland Altman, stalking up and down the sidelines. Matthew D'Souza has been a man of the match himself. The aerial ball of Aids Gurjant. Everywhere you turn here at the moment, this passage of play, there are chances there for the offing, and Gareth Ewing would love one of those to go into the goal for his side.
South Africa nearly getting caught up with that massive aerial ball again. Just India not able to get it on target. Came out pretty well up the left-hand side. Fog is incredible. South Africa missed trap. Ball rolls over for a 16-yard.
India leading 2-1. They've got themselves into the quarterfinals. Mandeep Singh keeping their record as it stands at a perfect 3 from 3. 58% of the possession they've enjoyed as well. It's been a dominant performance from India's under-21 men's side so far in this Junior World Cup. Dipshan Turkey playing it through. There's been a lot of talk about this India side and this new generation of Indian players not just being skillful and on the attack, but fit and able to play the full 70 minutes, and they've been showing it so far in this Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup men Lucknow 2016. They had a little lapse against England. We heard Roland Altman's in the commentary talking about that. But the opposition sides now fear India's strength, their fitness as well. It's something that's really changed, and it sets them up to be a force, not just in this under-21 tournament, but also in the senior ones as well.
We'll have a look at the last goal again. Mandeep done all the hard work to take the defender one way, bring him back the other, and finish that tremendously well. Placed it just inside the goalkeeper's right post. Class finish. Roland Altman acknowledges that. Lots of hard work that's gone on there. Getting back to that story we're talking about before, India being strong, fit, good development platform. The key to any side really climbing up the rankings and the world rankings and the senior levels, to have a good pipeline of players. But India come forward again. We'll get back there again.
Ajit Pandey down to the baseline at the top of the D, a chance. Nilakanta Sharma pulls the trigger. It was wide. Also with a touch from South Africa. You see the players plying their trade here. Some tricky conditions. Fog does roll in here of an evening at the moment in Lucknow. Gurinder plays it down for Gurjant. Reid loses his footing. Go that for Gurinder. Now Harman free to transfers across to Dipshan Turkey. In towards the D, India go. It's a wonderful piece of skill, and the shot comes. It's flashed high and wide. Ajit Pandey, his eyes lit up. It was a great piece of skill to control the ball, but the shot left a little bit to be desired.
Ball delivered in again. Post up not controlled. Fell nicely for Pandey. He felt the defender coming up on his inside. Was pressured into getting a shot away early. Just got underneath it. Back to the original story, Will. It's important. 2 years' time, 2018. India hosting the World Cup here. They'll need a strong squad. Need at least 40 or 50 players that they can use in that senior level. And that's important for these guys, and that's why there's been increased focus on getting them to play with the seniors and the same intensity as the seniors. You see Roland Altmans on the bench, as he spoke about yesterday, making sure that the philosophies and methodologies employed are all the same. The messages getting through are consistent with the senior program. That's the longer term focus, 2 years' time. And then the next Olympics in 2020.
It's an exciting time to be involved with Indian hockey or around it, for that matter. A real sense of optimism, and justifiably so, with the talent that they have at their disposal, but also the hard work and commitment. Tokyo 2020 will focus for them. And Touré arguing his case with the umpire, Amari, and Gabriel Labate, the umpires. And Touré giving his matching orders.
At the end of the day, the umpire's the man with the whistle. Whatever he decides, very seldom have I seen them change their mind. We've just got to get on and play the game. Doesn't matter whether it is right or wrong.
India back towards the D. Qureshi with a great turn. The Lungwana has been immense time and time again in defence for South Africa. Vice captain of the side, and he's leading them well at the moment. Crows up against a couple, and Dipshan Turkey, an 10-year-old, lays it down into the corner, shields the ball. Crow involved, looking for something for South Africa here. Crow dispossessed by Harmanpreet. It'll be South Africa's ball from the sidelines. The coaching staff, Gareth Ewing, looking to try and muster the leveller. On this occasion, it's not coming. A few frustrations starting to show on the faces of the South African players. They need to remain composed. 8.5 minutes remain here in this one, and that is plenty of time to level things up and go ahead and put a couple in. We've seen on a couple of occasions Spain and New Zealand yesterday evening. A couple of goals in the final stages. Even Netherlands, Belgium. Goals coming late. Here's Harjeet for India. He scored their opener, and he's looking to feed Mandeep, who's into the D, and he's brought down. Wonderful piece of desperation from South Africa's skipper Alex Stewart. He won the ball and dismantled Mandeep's forward push.
3v1. Mandeep thought he had acres of time. Pressure coming from behind in the form of Alex Stewart, the captain, showing the real captain's effort, and he knows what a good opportunity that was.
India holding on to the match at the moment. 2-1's the lead. Harmanpreet. India going forwards again. Mandeep Singh once more into the D for the home side. Now look, Shungu comes out of his goal. Another good save from him. Hasn't always been the most polished of work from the South African goalkeeper, but it's often very effective. India, Harjeet, who's been terrific, slaps it towards the D again. South Africa, have they got a leveller? Wonderful work down that outer side from South Africa. Walter Fath has been one of their better players in the tournament, but Harmanpreet stayed set and won the ball back for India.
India come down the left here.
And Mandeep maybe just playing it back with Varun. Harjeet. And with Dipshan. So India, well, they can just hold the ball. There is still plenty of time. 6.5 minutes remaining. As Harjeet gets them going back towards the D. He's done it on so many occasions. The ball into the D. Arman Qureshi has it through that heart of the D. Again, South Africa desperate in defence. Ryan Julius this time gets them away. He goes down that far side of the Major Junction Stadium surface. Walter Faf was the target. It's a really good touch from Dipshan Turkey. Uses Harmanpreet.
Last attack coming down from India. Ball comes down the left-hand side, played in. Smothering defence by South Africa. They come away. It's a good, strong release forward by Ryan Julius.
India not happy with the 1-goal lead. They're looking for an extra one. Manpreet, nice turn and just slaps it in towards the D. It doesn't get a touch on it, so it is no goal. It needs to be touched by an attacker inside the attacking circle, so it remains 2-1.
Certainly does. South Africa up the right-hand side.
And they go towards the D. Looking for the leveller, South Africa. They've had a good tournament without too much reward so far. They lost against England in their opener 4-2. They beat Canada 3-1 in their most recent game. Now looking for the draw at this point and then the chance to go ahead. Lion Cachet gets a deflection, but a chance here for South Africa. The shot didn't receive full connection and a couple of bodies hit the turf. Kylo Remke working with D'Souza. D'Souza works it into the deep. Well protected by Manpreet, and India survive. A decent surge from South Africa, but India holds them out. The crowd looking for a win here for India. 3 from 3 they're looking for. Here's D'Souza. Gareth Ewing's not so sure. South Africa though, push again. Walter Faf just barreled into. He thought it was his ball, not the case. Harmanpreet goes aerial, it's broken up by South Africa. They're back in towards the D, but Harmanpreet aware of the danger. Here come India. Simranjeet plays it down that right flank. Controlled well. India. Now the support arrives. Looking for something. Harjeet was the target. Tyler Remke. Broken up by Nilakanta Sharma into the D. Here's the skipper. Harjeet on the reverse. Was the tightest of angles as Nolat Shungu worked him towards the baseline. Harjeet can't double up. It remains 2-1. South Africa on the counter. Here comes South Africa. Ntuli into the D. Gets the shot away. Vikas Dahia has been good when called upon. What a finish to this one. We're seeing Ntuli into the D for South Africa and played across the baseline deliberately. Here's the adjudication and it'll be a penalty corner for South Africa. Late drama here in this one. Lion Cachet scored from a penalty corner before. They'll get another crack.
Tremendous effort by South Africa. They've kept India honest all evening. It's been a fantastic performance by them. They can convert this one. It will be due reward for the efforts. They've certainly had them under the pump in the last few minutes. Penalty corner earned, but one has to think that what would have happened if Nolat Shungu had passed that ball to the baseline. Well, I think he had Tim Cock waiting for him, unmarked inside the circle. But they've got a penalty corner.
And Lion Cachet looming large. They've got Courtney Harley there too. Ntuli brings it in. Lion Cachet shoots and it's wide. Again, the big man gets plenty on it. South Africa can't believe it. It was a chance to level things up. And Lion Cachet flashes wide.
My oath, this one certainly did have some zip on it. Started well on line, but had a little bit of spin that just took it outside the line of the post. Desperately unlucky, because if that was on target, it was a goal.
Yeah, he's got some weapons, Lion Cachet. Their arsenal, the young man possesses. India back into the D. Nolat Shungu again out of his goal. He needs to be careful because the support players are rushing in behind to try and take advantage.
He's had a tremendous game, has he? this evening, has Nolachunga. Just got a glove onto that one, which gave the defender in the form of Tyler Remke enough time to get there. Clear it over the baseline.
India again attacking, looking to thrill their fans here in Lucknow. In South Africa, again, trying desperately to keep them out. Down the outer side, South Africa go. Tule has Lion Cachet, just has a touch too much on it for the big man. He was away though, Lion Cachet, and it was a decent pass.
Fantastic effort by the South Africans here tonight. The Indian coaching staff look on. They know that they've had to work really hard for their money tonight. Gareth Ewing and his coaching staff will take a lot of pride in this effort that the team have displayed.
So we're ticking down to the final seconds of this match. India leading 2-1, looking to stay perfect in the pool stages. Maybe a chance for another goal. India looking for goal number 3. It doesn't matter because time expires. India beats South Africa 2-1, and they are 3 from 3 in the pool stages of the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016, and they progress through first in their group, and they are set up beautifully for the quarter-final stages. Jeet opened the scoring for India, their captain, with a field goal. Lion Cachet levelled proceedings for South Africa via a penalty corner. And then Mandeep Singh, the man who always delivers when India need him the most, put them ahead. A wonderful finish from him from the top of the D. Another field goal for India and another goal for Mandeep Singh. India defeating South Africa 2-1, and it goes with a 4-0 win against Canada for India and a 5-3 win against England. They finish it with the 2-1 win against South Africa. But plenty of credit must go to South Africa, Solly. They were terrific and they kept India out on so many occasions.
They really played with a lot of heart and passion tonight. Except they stalled. They were under the pump very early in the game. Conceding this one to Hajit just by sliding across too narrow in the defence. Ball down the left-hand side. Defenders got sucked over. Knocked back inside. Offside to come in. Ryan Crowe there. Hajit left on his own. Goalkeeper stranded on the near post. Not able to get back. But it certainly was a tremendous effort by South Africa in the second half. They came out, put a lot more pressure on the Indian midfield. Made a real contest of it. Worked tirelessly, both in attack and defence. Here's the goal. That was a tremendous effort by Lion Cachet. Reminiscent of Sandeep Singh, Jugraj Singh, some of the fine Indian drag flickers. These are some of the, that was the penalty corner that they were well known for, that whip. Last minute whips it round to the right-hand side into that bottom corner.
High praise for Lion Cachet there. Keep an eye on him through the next few years on the international hockey scene. A real weapon for South Africa here at the under-21 level, and he levelled things for South Africa. Gurjant had a shot across the face of goal. Qureshi couldn't tap it in. India kept pushing. 17 circle entries, South Africa. India with 33, so they've doubled up there. Plenty of good opportunities. Nolachunga was under siege. South Africa had some chances themselves. Dikesh Dahia, when called upon, was pretty good. Ryan Crowe unable to add to his goal in each of their opening 2 games. You can see in the foggy conditions, both sides in those final moments pushed and pushed and pushed for another goal. It was 1-1 for plenty of time. Sumit here working it across the face. Nolachunga getting a touch. Lungwana was great for South Africa as Gurjant works it in. Nilakanta Sharma had a couple of shots and fanned on a few of them. Maybe just pulled the trigger a little bit too quickly. Was a high quality affair. Hajit laying it in for Mandeep. Mandeep, wonderful turn and a quick shot from Mandeep Singh. He's got a great strike, does the young attacker, and again he delivers when India need him most. Mandeep Singh's having a great tournament, and one feels that he has a huge part to play in their progression through the knockout stages. Mandeep Singh, great shot and beats Nolachunga. just forced to dive and watch that one fly into the goal. Mandeep Singh looks skywards, gives India the winner 2-1, and let's head down to the pitch for Manoj Jolly with the presentation.
What an electrifying moment here. The Indian fans are enjoying, and listen to that noise. Well, then before the presentation, the FIH would like to thank the sponsors, Hero Motorcorp Limited, Politan, Eridas and Loboro as FIH Global Partner. And thank you to the host partner, Lucknow, and to the government of Uttar Pradesh for the presenting partnership of the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016. Our guest to present the Man of the Match award is Mr. Abhijit Sarkar, Vice President Uttar Pradesh Olympic Association and Director, Sahara India Parivar. And he'll present the Man of the Match award to Mandeep Singh of India. Mandeep, if we can have a chat with you. Mandeep, आपने तो कमाल ही कर दिया.
Thank you so much.
कैसा लगता है 3 मैन ऑफ द मैच यहाँ पे लखनऊ का क्राउड आपके लिए इतना चेयर करता रहता है?
बहुत अच्छा लगता है. पहले तो मैं थैंक्स बोलना चाहूँगा क्राउड का और मेरे टीममेट्स के साथ हमने बहुत जोर लगाया है और हम तीनों के तीनों विन किए हमने मैच. हमें बहुत खुशी है.
अगला राउंड उसके लिए भारत तैयारी करेगा और आपके कोच साहब ने शुरू में कहा था कि हम डिसाइड करेंगे कि क्वार्टर फाइनल हम किसके साथ खेलें. ऐसा कुछ आपने भी सोचा
है हम जिसके साथ मर जाए, बट हम पूरा जोश में अब और हमारी पूरी तैयारी है और हम पूरा रेडी है क्वार्टर फाइनल के लिए.
जाते जाते पूरे हिंदुस्तान को और लखनऊ के क्राउड को क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
लव यू ऑल. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you so much, Mandeep.
Thank you.
Well, that's all from the presentation arena.
Thank you, Manoj Jolly, and also to Mandeep Singh, man of the match in this one. He did get the game winner. India 2-1 winners against South Africa to finish pool play in Pool D with the perfect 3-0 record. Six shots on target for India. Huge advantage in the possession stakes, and look at those circle entries, 33 to South Africa's 17. Here are the Pool D standings. England and Canada have a game remaining. They play tomorrow here at the Major Dhyan Chand Stadium in Lucknow. But India, 3 from 3. Can't ask for too much more than that. They've been really good, winning their games. 4-0 against Canada, England 5-3, and then this evening getting the better of a really plucky and determined South Africa side. South Africa, their tournament is over. England's, well, in terms of the knockout stages, they will play classification stages, but England have a superior goal difference. So regardless of the result tomorrow, England go through. Fixtures and results from today. Australia got the better of Austria 4-2. That's a decent one for the commentators. Korea and Argentina. Argentina 5-1. That was a big win for them to get things moving in the right direction. And the Netherlands 7-0 winners against Egypt. Malaysia up against Belgium. Belgium have been really impressive and they win 3-0. And then South Africa and India. What a contest that one was. India 2-1 winners, thrilling the fans here in Lucknow who have come out to support them in the cool and foggy conditions. Well, the action continues here in Lucknow really soon. We can't wait to have your company again, but for now, it is good evening.